It might be too far away. Oh no. That's better. That's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, greetings. I got the crunchy California roll, which is imitation crab meat, cucumber and avocado, rolled in seaweed and sushi rice, topped with sesame seeds, eel sauce, spicy mayo sauce, and fried onions. I'm out of breath. Why am I out of breath? This might be all I eat, might not. We'll see how full I get and how much talking gets done. Hello? Let me clue you in on what happens every single week in my brain. I'm like, okay, what video do I make this week? And then I ask everyone in my life and they're all like, I don't know. Or they say some stupid joke response that they say every single week. And I'm like, okay, you're no help. So I go through my subscriptions and the people that like I try to emulate, like Emma Chamberlain, Brittany Broski, Jenna Marbles, Irene Walton, that kind of thing. And I go through their videos and I try to get some inspiration. Well, that is huge. Do you see how big that is? That is so good. That was so good. And I have 9 more pieces of that. I literally have a coaster over here. Why am I not using it? I look through their videos that I like and I'm like, what can I do that's similar to this, but is different enough? Like, I'm not trying to copy them. And I usually end up with an idea and I get really excited about it and I'm thinking about it all week, and then when I actually try to do it, it doesn't work, or I don't like it, or it's just not my vibe. So then I have to rush on Wednesday and Thursday and try to figure out what I'm gonna do. And sometimes nothing comes to mind that I can afford. Like, I get paid bi-weekly. On the week that I get paid, I'm like, okay, yes, I can like go do this, I can go try this, I can get the ingredients for this, I can get the materials for this craft, whatever. On week 2, can't do anything. I'm really trying to get out of that habit where like I just don't post. Like I'm trying to be more consistent about posting, because I feel like I've only been posting for like 4 months. I've already missed like 5 weeks worth of uploads. Isn't that crazy? Maybe 4, but I don't know. I feel like every 2 or 3 weeks I'm like, hey guys, no video this week. And it's like, does it really matter? No, but it makes me feel bad. Like, for example, this week, I saw Jenna Marbles' old video where she followed that trend of like how I used to do my makeup, how I did my makeup in high school. I was like, okay, I'll do that. Then I remembered that my makeup style hasn't changed since I started doing makeup in like 10th grade. I literally, like my everyday makeup, I fill in my eyebrows, I do my mascara, I put on some lip gloss and some highlight, that's it. And it's always been that way. And I can't make a whole video out of that. So I was like, okay, I'll do how I got ready in the morning. And it's like, I used to wear a uniform. And I don't have that uniform anymore. And even if I did, I wouldn't be able to fit in it. So it's like, that's not interesting. It's like, I feel like you want to see those types of videos from people who broke dress code or didn't have dress code type thing. Like, no, I wore a navy blue polo and a khaki skirt every single day with like a jacket. So anytime I can't think of an idea, I'm like, I should just do a mukbang. So I forced Ricky to buy me some sushi because all I have at the house at the moment is something that you've already seen me cook on the channel, so I don't want to do that again. You want to say hey to the people?
What's good?
I chopped all my hair off. That was gonna be my video this week. Oh, I didn't finish fucking telling you what I was saying all that for. Like, the video just morphed into like, okay, I could just try, I want to do something to do with like fashion, you know, and so I was like, okay, maybe I can recreate Pinterest outfits. And then I was like, I don't think I can do that. I don't have like enough pieces in my wardrobe.
Right.
I love you. Say bye, Ricky.
Bye, guys.
And then I was like, okay, I can just like dye my hair, go get a piercing, do all that, like just change my appearance drastically for a video. I don't have the money for a piercing at the moment, nor the time today, actually. This one is completely falling apart. That's awesome. Comment below if you know how to eat with chopsticks. It's also like, I was gonna dye my hair darker. I was gonna try to match my roots. I looked in the mirror today after already buying the dye, and I was like, no, I like the way I look now. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, I guess. This is definitely not the only thing I'm gonna be eating. It's so good though. It's really filling, but it makes me burp. TMI, you know. You're probably gonna hear it though. Bruh. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, because it looks this color, which is like closer to the color that it was in middle school and like early high school for me. It's gotten darker over the years. But like, let me walk you through my hair journey. In 2022, I dyed my hair dark brown. Like, cut it all off because it was all the way down to like here. And I cut it all off. I had basically this hairstyle, but like, oh my god, dark brown. And then I was like, I want more. So I did black, and I had black hair for 2 years. And then in 2024, I tried to do, color oops? Like the hair dye color remover thing. Did not work. Any of you girlies out there who have ever used color oops, just know that it turns your hair orange. Tried to dye my bangs blonde. Did not turn out good. Also turned out orange. So I just dyed it black again. Then when I got pregnant in 2024, I was like, I had heard that you weren't supposed to dye your hair while you were pregnant. Something about ammonia, maybe? I don't know. I didn't dye it the whole time I was pregnant, obviously. And then I let it grow out that whole time. And it got really, really, really long as you saw it. And I really wanted to do something different. So then I got Cassie to dye my hair, my bangs blonde, and it actually looked really good. But then everybody was like, ooh, you should do your whole head blonde. And I was like, okay. And that's where everything went wrong. Because Cassie was doing my hair, and Cassie knows what she's doing. It's my fault because I couldn't sit there for hours. Like, my butt hurts, dog. And like, sitting still really hurts my back and my neck. Like, I'm just a baby. So I couldn't do it all in one sitting, and that's where we messed up, because that ended up making it look really patchy. This is totally falling apart. Uh-oh. I also, like, patchy or not, I just don't think blonde looks good on me. I tried to dye it back to my natural color. This is the color that came out of that, because like, obviously it's bleached, so if you put any color over it, it's gonna be like bright. So yeah, I was gonna dye it back my natural color because I wanted to be like a dark-haired baddie. I like it. I like it the way it is. I kind of look like a soccer mom. Do I? I don't know. But I like it, is the point of the story. I'm gonna eat this last piece of sushi. Piece of sushi. Piece of sushi. And then I'm gonna make ramen, and then we're gonna continue our conversation. This one's also falling apart. What the fuck? Did I ever finish what I said earlier? All I have to eat at the house right now is like ramen and like, I don't know, something about just a ramen mukbang doesn't feel right to me. Like, it feels like there needs to be something else to it. So I was like, sushi. That goes with ramen, obviously. BRB. Bruh. I'm such a ditz. I forgot that I had a telehealth appointment with my psychiatrist, so I just did that. And like, my ramen was just sitting in the microwave and the noodles were getting all fat and soggy. I don't know if I can eat this. It's not too bad. You know what I'm talking about, where like the noodles absorb too much of the water? New things have been going on. I basically got a bunch of new furniture, and I think I'm gonna do a house tour because like it's starting to look like an actual home and not just like a weird, I want to say warehouse, but that's not really it. Like, it's just, our living room and kitchen were not put together. It's not that bad. Our dining room isn't really gonna be a dining room. Cause like, we don't eat dinner at the same time. We don't eat at all at the same time. Cause Ricky, mom works morning shift. I work mid shift and Ricky works night shift. So it's like, what's the point? We're never gonna sit at the dinner table together. So like, we just made it into the baby's playroom. And not to like eat my own ass or anything, but it looks pretty good. We pretty much just have to get a couch now and a coffee table, which we already have it, but it's at Ricky's mom's house and we just need to go pick it up. What else has been happening? I want to get my industrial pierced, but like apparently not everybody's ears are built for that, so I have to go in person and go see if I'm like able to get it. And really, if I can't, I don't think I'm gonna get anything else pierced. I have my nostril, double lobes, and my belly button, and it's like, I don't want anything else on my face. I don't want my nipples pierced, you know? I feel like I didn't put enough sriracha in this. Yesterday I told Cassie that I didn't want to get my nipples pierced. And she was like, I don't see why not. And I was like, well, for one thing, I'm still lactating a little bit. If anyone's wondering how my psychiatrist visit went, it went well. Because I've actually been taking my SSRIs. Why don't you go take your SSRIs? Who would have thought that that actually makes life a lot better and easier to deal with? This has been so mid, but I do not waste food, or I try not to. I don't like to waste food. I should have gotten a dessert. I do not have the money or ingredients for a dessert. I'm so pissed. I feel like that's kind of all I had to talk about. Just a little rant about content creation and a tiny, tiny bit of a life update. I'm going to tell you right now that when the noodles are gone, I drink all the broth out of it. And I don't want you to see me like that, so bye.